Seniors, stop eating 7 worst fruits. They are ruining your leg strength. Senior Meal Coach.
You eat healthy, you walk every morning. You follow every rule they tell you, and yet your legs are getting weaker.
Every step on the stairs feels heavier. Getting up from a chair takes longer than before. You tell yourself it's just aging.
But what if it isn't? What if something silent, very small, is stealing your strength little by little every day? You won't feel it when it happens. It doesn't hurt right away, but one morning your knee aches for no reason.
Your calves feel weighed down. Your balance is off. And the truth, it might start right here.
In your very own fruit bowl at home. Because 7 types of fruit, yes, the ones we call healthy,
are quietly weakening your legs bite by bite. Don't panic, just listen. In the next few minutes,
I'll show you which fruits are the silent thieves and what to eat instead so your legs stay steady, strong, and yours.
You see, as we age, our bodies change. Circulation weakens, metabolism slows, and foods that once helped us can silently start to harm us, especially certain fruits. They seem harmless, they taste sweet,
but they contain lots of acids, carbohydrates, and other compounds that affect blood sugar.
Trigger joint inflammation and weaken your legs. What's the worst part? The damage happens slowly.
Quietly, almost imperceptibly, until one day you feel a sharp twinge in your calves, a persistent ache in your thighs,
or a strange tightness in your knees after just a short walk. Today, we'll reveal 7 deadly fruits that anyone over 60
should avoid, especially if you want to protect your legs from long-term damage, pain, and weakness.
They may look harmless, but none of these are safe. Once you know the truth, you'll never look at your fruit bowl the same way again.
So stick with me to the end if you care about your strength and want to keep your legs stable, strong, and pain-free.
Your body might be waiting for this wake-up call. But hold on, before we begin, if you care about your health,
hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because here we reveal the truths few people talk about.
And I want to know if you're with me. If this video resonates with you, type 1 in the comments. If not,
type 0. You have no idea how important your voice is. Let's start with the first fruit on the list.
Praised for its anti-inflammatory powers, yet it may be having the opposite effect on older adults.
Let's talk about pineapple. Pineapple, the first fruit. Tropical climate, juicy, refreshing.
And thanks to a compound called bromelain, pineapple has long been praised as a natural anti-inflammatory. Here's the twist.
All of these. While many people think pineapple reduces inflammation, it can be a silent culprit for seniors.
You know, pineapple contains strong acids and natural sugars, and those sugars aren't as harmless as they seem.
Especially if you're over 60. Let me explain. Our blood vessels become more fragile and sensitive as we age. They don't handle sugar spikes the way they used to. Even with its benefits, pineapple still delivers a hefty load of natural sugar
into your bloodstream. What happens then? It causes a blood sugar spike.
The tiny blood vessels that feed your legs, feet, and muscles can be damaged by that spike. As circulation gradually declines,
over time, less oxygen reaches your legs. And you know where that leads? Pain, fatigue, swelling.
After a short walk, you feel that dull, dragging ache in your legs. When you stand up, your knees feel stiff. Your ankles suddenly hurt, even if you've been sitting all day. There's more. Pineapple is acidic. Beyond the sweetness,
that acid can irritate your joints, especially if you already have inflammation or arthritis. It pours fuel on the fire in your ankles,
hips, and knees. Some people even notice their legs feel heavy after eating pineapple,
as if their strength is slowly draining away. And there's something else to know. If you're on medications, especially blood thinners,
the well-known enzyme bromelain can interact with certain drugs, making them either too strong or not effective enough.
But the most dangerous part is this. Pineapple doesn't cause obvious side effects. No visible signs, no immediate pain.
Instead, it creeps in gradually, until one day you realize you don't move like you used to.
Saddest of all, most seniors have no idea that the fruit they eat for health may be contributing to the year by year
weakness in their legs. So what can you do? You don't have to hate pineapple.
But you do need to be informed and careful, especially if you've been dealing with persistent leg pain or unexplained swelling.
The harm is subtle but real. Now, if a fruit famed for anti-inflammatory properties like pineapple can be bad for aging legs.
What about the next one? Soft, delicious, famous for boosting muscle strength and potassium.
Yet it might be tricking you. Let's talk about bananas. The second fruit, bananas, the muscle imposter. Soft, sweet, and rich in potassium. Bananas are great, they say. They give energy, prevent cramps, and support muscles.
But it's different for older adults. Bananas are high in natural sugars and fast-digesting carbohydrates.
That means right after eating, your blood sugar rises. And if that happens frequently,
your body starts resisting insulin. Blood flow weakens, inflammation increases, and your legs pay the price.
The result? A dull ache when walking or climbing stairs, heaviness in your legs after meals, and tight calves.
It doesn't stop there. Bananas can also make you retain more fluid, especially if you have heart issues. That leads to stiff joints, swollen feet, and puffy ankles. The effect is silent. You eat them, believing they help your muscles.
Instead, they could be slowly draining your strength. The worst part, it doesn't hit right away.
Over time, eating bananas can make movement harder and pain worse. Take a look at your fruit plate. If you often feel heavy, aching, or swollen legs, bananas may not be as friendly as they look.
And if something even smaller can do this, bananas are known for supporting muscles. Small, cute, innocent looking.
But it might be setting your joints on fire. Let's talk about grapes, the third fruit. Grapes. Small fruit, big inflammatory punch.
Grapes look innocent, tiny, juicy, easy to snack on. They've got a clean reputation, heart healthy, antioxidant rich. But most people don't realize this. Older adults may experience mild leg pain, stiffness, and inflammation after eating grapes.
Why? Because grapes contain fructose. At high levels, it can be harmful, a sugar absorbed directly by the liver.
And converted into fat and uric acid when the liver can't fully process it.
That's when the real harm begins, especially in the toes, ankles, and knees.
Uric acid builds up in the joints. It causes intermittent pain, heat, and swelling.
That nagging ache that makes even light walking tough. Ever had that stabbing pain in your big toe at night?
Sudden tightness in your calves. Sometimes just a handful of grapes is enough to raise uric acid.
And it doesn't stop there. Fructose also fuels chronic inflammation in your body. That means slower movement, more pressure, and increased stiffness. Grapes are also far too easy to overeat. They're small, easy to grab. Before you know it, you've had 2 or 3 cups, and the sugar adds up fast. So even though grapes seem like a healthy snack,
they can quietly weaken you, reduce flexibility, and make your legs less comfortable as you age. Now you know what can hide behind that sweetness. If you've been eating grapes regularly and noticing more stiffness and swelling,
well, there are other delicious fruits that can be harmful too. Another one is luscious, vibrant, and famous for hydration. Don't be fooled. Instead, it behaves like sugar, even though it tastes like water.
Let's talk about watermelon. The fourth fruit, watermelon. The fake hydrator. Watermelon is light, refreshing, an emblem of summer and hydration. Could this watery fruit have certain considerations for your well-being?
Sounds strange, right? Everyone agrees watermelon hydrates well, is low in calories, mostly water. Here's the secret.
Watermelon has a very high glycemic index. That means it spikes blood sugar quickly, like candy.
And those frequent spikes do serious harm to seniors, especially to their legs. Here's the breakdown.
When blood sugar shoots up, your body releases insulin. But in aging bodies, insulin regulation is poorer.
The result is inflammation, especially where circulation is already compromised. Where does it show up?
Your calves, your ankles, your knees. Leg fatigue can hit right after eating, a dull ache during a brisk walk.
Persistent swelling around the ankles. Climbing stairs starts to feel like scaling a mountain. Watermelon feels feather-light. Inside, though, it's a sweet trap, quietly wearing down your legs.
Most people eat a lot because it's juicy and cool. One slice becomes 2, then 3. More sugar, more stress, then
more inflammation. It deceives you. You think you're drinking water, but your blood sugar is spiking.
And circulation struggles, and your legs take the hit. Does watermelon really hydrate seniors?
Or does each bite quietly increase discomfort when you move? If your watermelon plate is a little erratic,
and your legs have felt more tired lately, it may be time to reconsider. Next is the fruit tied to vitamin C and health. It's in juices, immune-boosting drinks, and breakfast. But for older adults, it can be an acid attack on your joints.
Let's talk about oranges. The fifth fruit, oranges. The acid assault on joints. Oranges are bright and fresh. They're everywhere. Juices, supplements, breakfast plates.
People say oranges boost immunity thanks to vitamin C. But oranges may hide an uncomfortable truth for those over 60. Behind that citrus glow is acid, something your joints hate. Oranges are highly acidic.
While that sounds normal, it can quietly irritate joints, especially if your body is already battling inflammation.
stiffness or arthritis. You might feel your knees get progressively stiff in the morning. Persistent hip pain.
That uncomfortable sensation in your legs after long sitting. Less mobility, more swelling.
You might think it's just age, but that healthy habit of drinking orange juice every morning could be contributing to the very pain you want to avoid.
Here's what actually happens. The citric acid in oranges doesn't stop in the stomach.
It enters your bloodstream and can aggravate delicate joint tissues. Mix that with the fruit's natural sugars,
and you get blood sugar fluctuations. And what's the result? Systemic inflammation.
Inflammation spreads to your knees, ankles, and calves, making every step heavier and more painful. Oranges may not harm younger people, but in older bodies with aging joints and slower circulation, the impact builds.
The hard part is you're doing it believing you're helping yourself, because oranges have long been linked with health. Now you know they might not be ideal for you. So what's next? A fruit that looks clean, green, and
crisp, lower in sugar. People think it's the safe choice, but it hides something that can cause nighttime cramps.
The detail on these apples is incredible, and just look at the vibrant color of these fresh oranges.
They look crisp, clean, natural. Many people, especially seniors, believe they're the healthier pick.
Because they taste less sweet, seems like a low-sugar snack. But few realize this.
Green apples can quietly cause fatigue, stiffness, and leg pain. Two culprits are malic acid and hidden natural sugars. First, malic acid, the source of their tartness. Great for younger folks, but it can be harsh on aging digestion. Our gut lining becomes more sensitive with age. Once inside the body, malic acid can irritate tissues, including joints.
Some older adults feel pronounced hip or thigh pain after eating apples. Others feel a mild heat in their feet.
or tightness in their knees. It builds over time. Acid accumulates and the pain shows up more often. Now the sugar.
Even if they're less sweet than red apples, green apples still contain natural sugars. In seniors with slower metabolism,
that sugar causes blood sugar swings. You may get tired calves, nighttime cramps, morning stiffness, or feel weak when climbing stairs.
the tricky part, green apples are often eaten raw as a snack, even right before bed, so the body is constantly exposed.
They look clean and wholesome, but green apples may be quietly making walking harder, stiffening joints,
and making nights more restless for aging bodies. If something this basic can do that, what about a tropical, rich, ultra-sweet fruit?
The one so many adore? Let's talk about the true sugar bomb, mango. The seventh fruit, mango. The sugar explosion for your joints. Mango is juice, soft, candy sweet. Almost everyone loves it, especially in summer.
Here's the truth. Mango may be the most harmful fruit for older adults with weaker joints and leg pain.
Why? Because it's loaded with natural sugar. Not a little, but a serious sugar punch that spikes your blood sugar hard and fast.
If you're under 30 and active, your body can often handle it. But after 60, metabolism changes. That rapid sugar intake can lead to a quick energy surge followed by a decline. This process might influence your body's internal,
especially in the soft tissues around your ankles, hips, and knees. If you have nerve issues, you might feel burning in your toes.
A persistent tingling, evening swelling around your feet, or a creeping heaviness rising up your legs. Because mango feels light and fresh
and doesn't seem like a big meal, it's easy to eat a lot. But that only makes it worse.
But here's the trick. That light feeling doesn't matter to your body. It reacts to the sugar. Over time, that sugar can cause joint pain, the sluggish walking, and unsteady legs. Many seniors eat mangoes, believing they're a natural treat. And they are natural, but natural doesn't always mean safe for weaker circulation and aging joints. Now you've seen the full picture. 7 fruits often celebrated for their benefits, which may require careful consideration for individuals over 60.
The good news is some fruits do the opposite. They build strong, sturdy legs, reduce joint pain, and fight inflammation.
First, berries. Blackberries, raspberries, blueberries. These little fruits are powerful anti-inflammatories
and low in sugar, rich in antioxidants, gentle on blood sugar. Most importantly, they improve circulation, especially in the legs.
They help you move more easily, fight stiffness, and reduce swelling. Next is cherries, but in moderation.
In fact, cherries can help lower uric acid, reducing the chance of gout and joint pain flare-ups.
They soothe sore joints and that burning feeling in your knees or toes. A small handful, not a big bowl, can bring real relief.
Next up, avocado. Yes, it's a fruit and it's among the best for healthy joints. Why? Because it's rich in good fats
that reduce inflammation from the inside and cushion your joints. It also helps regulate insulin, providing steady energy without blood sugar swings.
Looking for something easy to digest? Try papaya. The enzymes in this soft tropical fruit help reduce inflammation
and support digestion. It's gentle on aging joints and soothing on the stomach. And don't forget pears.
Pears. Pair them with a bit of fiber or protein. Pears bring a subtle sweetness without being overly sweet. They fuel your body without overloading your legs. Instead of working against you, these fruits support your body.
They don't cause pain, they don't make you swell. They help your body reach the vitality, balance, and calm it's seeking.
Remember, it's not just about eating fruit. It's about choosing the right ones for your age.
Fruits that fit your body right now. When you start making those intentional choices, you'll begin to feel it. Firmer steps, smoother movements, brighter mornings. Let's close with a few words just for you.
One thing is clear. If you've read this far, you care about your future, your strength, and your health.
And I want you to hear this clearly. It's not too late to change. You still have time to recover.
And you're not alone. Getting older is hard. The pain, the stiffness, the fear of falling, it all creeps in. Sometimes it makes you feel like your body is fading. But the truth is, you can take charge with small, smart adjustments. No extreme measures needed. One meal, one fruit, one decision at a time. And flomals. The fruits we discussed today aren't toxic, but they may no longer be the best choices for you. And that's perfectly fine, because aging isn't about giving up. It's about getting wiser.
When you start eating mindfully and choose foods that support strength, circulation, and joints, you'll notice a difference.
Less pain, more flexibility, calmer mornings, lighter steps. The goal here is empowerment, not fear or restriction. Now I want to hear from you. Share what you learned today and what change you're ready to make. Write down in the comments. When we share, we all grow and lift each other up. If this video helped, or even opened your eyes just a little, please hit like, subscribe, so you don't miss information that could transform your health.
Turn on the bell. Before you go, if this video was helpful, type 1. If not, type 0.
You may not realize how important your comment is. Stay resilient and alert, and never forget your independence is carried by your legs.